Hello, my name is Samantha, and it is almost my birthday. Actually, I'm planning on posting this on or thereabout my birthday, so maybe today is my birthday when you're watching this. So today is Friday, February 24th, and I had the weekend free. My party was last weekend, and I wanted to make a video, and it actually works out really well, not having to do directly with the video, but I had already planned on having 2 starts this weekend, so content. As you may be able to tell, I do have a cold, but I figure I'm about 70% through it. Wednesday was the worst day. It was on top of me on Wednesday, but I'm doing better now. But if you hear it in my voice or cough, yeah, I'm sick. Okay. So, what will I be working on this weekend? So, I am starting today, February 24th, with a commemoration piece for the 1-year anniversary. Doesn't sound like the right word, but 1 year of the Russian invasion of Ukraine. So I have done a piece for Ukraine before, but obviously for this occasion, I wanted to start another one. So I'm going to be doing Heart of Ukraine by Sassy Fox Cross Stitch. I will link the Etsy listing and or their website in the description if you would also like to stitch this or one of their other lovely patterns. So I'm going to be stitching this on 14 count white Aida. And I was going to start it earlier today, but realized I don't have 14 count white Aida, which I figured I did because I don't stitch on it that often. So I was like, well, I definitely still have some, so I didn't even check. But then this morning I checked and no, I don't. And I was like, it must be missing, but it's a 1-bedroom apartment. There are only so many places it could be. So now I have more. So I went to Michael's today after work. So I got a roll of 14 count and 18 count of the big sizes. I also got some 3-inch hoops. I don't stitch with hoops, but as I said in my end of the year whip parade, this is my year of ornaments. So tomorrow on the 25th, as the 25th of each month, I'm going to start a new Christmas ornament. So the one that I already have done is this one. Now this is part of a larger piece. This is, I already put it away, hold on. Okay, so this is part of Let's Talk Winter by Hands On Design. Okay, there we go. There we go. So that is this right here. So I might pick another piece from this larger piece. I might pick a different one. I haven't decided yet, but you'll know when I know. I'm also trying to do some Halloween ornaments this year too. And I'm thinking that'll be like dark 13 stitching. So each 13th of each month, I'll start a Halloween one. And so I have this one so far. Little meditating skeleton. I don't remember who designed it, but I'll put it right here. I'll also link this one because why not? I had also originally planned on doing a birthday start, common thing to do, but the one that I had planned for the past 2 months to start on my birthday, I'm not really feeling in the mood to do that one. I still want to do it in general, but I'm just not right now. So I don't know if I'm just gonna not do a birthday start or I'll pick something. I don't know. I'll let you know. So yes, I will get to the stitching shortly. So I was trying to think, well, okay, so this is basically a weekend stitching vlog. How do I make it different from a 24 hours of cross stitch marathon vlog, other than I'm not timing my stitching? I mean, we'll see. We'll see how creative I can get. But so so along with the Ukrainian stitch that I'm doing or starting this weekend, I'm also going to be donating to a Ukrainian organization. So I'll talk more about them. I've donated to them at least twice before. I really like the work that they do, and it's obviously very important at a time like this. So I'll talk more about them. I will, so it actually, and then in my last 24 hours of cross stitch vlog, I said I would show how I store all my floss, and then just didn't do that. Like, I didn't even mention that I didn't do that. So I'll do that this time. Maybe I'll also show like where I keep other like fabric and other patterns like paper patterns I have. Honestly though, it's just like a box in my closet, so I don't know if how interesting. Maybe we'll unbox the box together and see what's in there. Yeah, so I'll try and throw some other stuff in there, but yeah, it'll be whatever I want it to be because it's my birthday weekend. So let's get started with the stitching. It is now Saturday morning, and so this is what I have so far on Heart of Ukraine. I do want to work on this some more before starting my Christmas ornament, but first, a note on this fabric. So clearly, I buy some of my fabric from Michaels because it is cheap. But this, I feel like they may have changed the way that they make it because like it feels different. The holes themselves are enormous. Like it is 14 count because I was questioning, but I put it next to some other 14 count I have. It is 14 count, but it looks more see-through. Like it's just not ideal. But I did want to start this piece on the anniversary, so I said, let's just go ahead with it. It is what it is. And obviously I'm not saying don't buy fabric from Michaels. Like I will still buy fabric from Michaels, but yeah, not impressed with this particular fabric. I have worked a little bit more on Heart of Ukraine, and now I'm in the mood to pick out my Christmas ornament for this month, so come help me do that. So I've narrowed it down to 3 options for the next Christmas ornament. And if you want to vote in comments, vote in comments. If the one that gets the most votes does not end up being the one I choose, I'll just do that one next month. But, okay, so here are the 3 options. So the first 2 are 2 other sections of Let's Talk Winter from Hands On Design. So here's what I'm thinking. Option 1 is this, hold on. There's got to be a better way of doing this. Okay. So option 1 is this snowman, and to move the man under here, so it'll say snowman. Option 2 is this snow globe, and just scoot globe over so it's right under snow. So take out this snowflake. So option 1, snowman. Option 2, snow globe. And then on option 3, I would have to buy it from Etsy, but it's been on my favorites list. So is this Santa pattern from Stitchrovia, and choose one of the Santas. Which Santa I haven't decided yet if I choose this one, but those are the 3 options. So snowman, snow globe, or Santa are the 3 choices. I don't know. I narrowed it down again to one of these 2 because I had some medical bills to pay this month, so I figure it's better to go with the pattern you already have. And to decide between those 2, I decided to check to see if I had all of the colors for both, and I'm missing this light green in the hat. So snow globe it is. This is my ornament for February. So since I am picking out colors for my new ornament, I might as well show you how I store my floss. So I have these set up. This is just on my coffee table in the living room. Since I live by myself, I have no problem just having it out, and they are pretty well stored. This box is 0 through the 600s. This is 700 through the 900s, and then this is the 3000s with some étoile in the back. I also have my Ort jar here for this year. So let's pick out some colors. I keep my floss in these half-size Ziploc bags with a note card with the DMC number. Floss is in the back. And then if there's like a smaller piece of thread that it's not like the full length, I'll put that in the front so it would look like this one, for example. If there's just a smaller piece, that goes in the back. And yeah, that's how I store my threads. That's how I keep track of them. So let's get stitching. And as we're on the topic of storage, this is the box I was talking about in my closet of fabric scraps and paper patterns. This is the package of patterns I won from two Needles Pulling Thread. I've got this is some navy fabric. This is the black that I think I'm going to do the ornament today on. This is the fabric. This is pewter Ada. This is what I'm doing my 13 Moons yearly stitch along on. Got some more black. Chalkboard black, I think is this one. Yeah. This is dirty. Got this one I did last year. This one, the bag is empty. I can take that out. Scrap of vintage country mocha. A scrap of, I think this is royal blue. Although that might be folded in half, so I think it's, I don't know, just a small scrap. Light blue, I think I've got some more of that. This is, Silhouettes. Don't want to show patterns, but that was pages for Halloween at Hawk Run Hollow. And I've got Zoo Map from Soda Stitches. Don't want to show patterns, but I have another Prairie Schooler. This is the first Prairie Schooler I ever did. So this one. And another empty bag. Good to clear this out. This one's got Curry, I think that fabric is. This one I haven't used yet. I have it in mind for something though. So that's a Curry, more light blue, and then at the bottom I've got some of these. Oh, that's a finished one. Okay, that shouldn't be in there. But I've got another one of those, just like, I don't know what you call these blocks of Beta. And then just some hoops and some more spare fabric at the bottom. So that's what's in there. That's how I store it. I am all ready to get started on Snow Globe. So it's now a few hours later and it's a finish. I'm so excited. I really like it. I think it's very cute. And I think it will make a wonderful ornament. So I'm going to take a little bit of a break. I'm going to make some dinner and then probably work some more on Heart of Ukraine. I've got some rice cooking in the kitchen. Don't worry, I just checked on it. But right now I am updating the tracker I have of, you know what, it's, it's really hard to talk and try to write out specific words and numbers, but I'm going to try my best. So I'm updating my tracker of how much money I spend on cross stitch. I started doing this in April of last year. You'll see last year's numbers here. I talked about this more in detail in my last video, but it's something that I want to keep doing for this year, and not in the sense at this point where I have a certain budget for each month. Maybe I'll add that at some point, but I just want to have it's more for me to know, and then based on what I know, I can make decisions on what I am comfortable spending or not. So I'm not sure if this is going in and out of focus or if you can see it, but so the main things I track are floss, fabric, patterns, finishing, and then I'm adding other for this year. Other, like this time it includes, I bought some needles. But anything other, like if I needed a new pair of scissors, I would include that with other, things like that. So I'm including, so this fabric I got from, this 2 pieces of fabric I bought from Cross Stitching Supplies. I'm going to use this for more of the Christmas ornaments I'm making this year. And then I'm adding the other items I purchased from Michael's yesterday. So the finishing is the hoops I got, and then I got those 2 rolls of fabric and some needles. So I'm adding that in here. Okay, so this is all updated now. Month isn't over, so I'm not putting totals yet. I'm not planning on buying anything else in the next, 3 days, but, who knows. But I totaled this up, and it's about $62 or $63, whereas you see last month I spent $4.49. Just bought some floss. So it's interesting how much it can change from month to month, and that also happened last year. Like, I might as well just show you the actual. So starting in April, yeah, $66, $37, $11, $16, $2, $86, $81, $9, and then $28. So it varies a lot, but I did totals for each, average for each, monthly average, the total. So it's interesting to kind of watch and notice any patterns in my purchasing. Like I would think, like I would have told you that I tried to, space out purchases. I don't know if I did, because I feel like if I did, there wouldn't be as much of a vast difference between months. Like $4 versus like 30 or $4 versus $63 in January and February. So that actually that's a good reflection to because part of why I'm doing this is to get more insight onto my cross-stitch spending. So that is something that I would like to be aware of, yes, to kind of even it out over the months. I'm now done with dinner, and before getting back to Heart of Ukraine, which, like, look how see-through this is. It's kind of ridiculous. Okay, but I wanted to show you my Stitchy journal where I keep track of my starts and finishes. So we have here January. So on the monthly pages, I just mark the day that I start and finish projects. So we have, and there's more than usual because I'm doing smalls this year. So keep that in mind. So we have February. And then in the back, I also keep a list of the starts with the title, the designer, and then what kind of fabric it's on. And then I also do the reason for the start, which I'll explain in a minute. And then I also have a list of all the finishes for this year. So I've had 10 starts so far and 11 finishes. And then in the back, this is where I keep track for my temperature pattern. So I'm kind of doing it right to left, so I, leave the most room for other notes. So here and at the top here, I have the list of the temperature ranges and which color that range will be. And then I've listed the day and high temperature for that day. So I'm caught up through the 23rd. I was working on that recently, so. And to quickly explain why I have reasons for my new start. So last year, how I planned my new starts throughout the year was that each new moon and full moon, I had the option of a new start. I figured that was a very simple, straightforward way of spacing out my projects. But one of the issues I had with that, even though it worked for what I wanted it to do, one of the things I wanted to change for this year was that if there was something I wanted to start on a certain day, if that day did not also happen to be a new moon or full moon, I couldn't start it. Like, I could have, but I wanted to stick to what I had planned. So this year, I came up with the idea that I can start anything anytime I want to, as long as I can think of a good reason for it. So far, most of them have been like, the 25th of the month for the ornament, or I've done the 13th of the month for a Halloween ornament. I still do new moon, new start for each full moon piece I work on. So I'm doing a full moon piece a month. So the new moon before that, I'll start that piece. That has worked really well. And then obviously I did yesterday in, for the 1 year anniversary of the war in Ukraine, I started a piece about Ukraine for that. So I also try and match the project to the reason. And so far that has worked pretty well for me. I feel good about the number of projects I've started. Like I mentioned, a lot of them are smalls for this year, so the total number is going to be much more than I've ever done before. But I'm also then, like the one I did today, usually finishing those small ones in the same day or within 2 days. So it's working well so far. We are just in February, but so far so good. And now back to stitching on Heart of Ukraine. There is my stopping point for the night, so I will check in with you again tomorrow. It is now Sunday night. I got a lot of good stitching done today, which I'll show you in just a minute. But first, two things. So, one, the organization that I'm donating to help with the effort in Ukraine is called Voices of Children. I've donated to them twice before, and they are based in Eastern Ukraine, and they work providing psychological and psychosocial care to children affected by war. So obviously the work that they're doing is very important. Like I mentioned, I've been thinking about the people of Ukraine while I'm working on the cross stitch piece this weekend, and it's the kids especially. For, I mean, going through this as an adult is like horrifying and traumatizing as it is, but as a child, I can't even imagine. So, I will link Voices of Children in the description if you want to learn more about them or donate to them yourself. That would be wonderful. Second thing, thank you for sharing my birthday weekend with me. I had a lovely birthday weekend. Tomorrow for my birthday, I'll be having dinner with my parents, so I'm looking forward to that as well. And yes, I think it's been a nice time. These last few days of being 36, I'm glad to share them with you. So, to go over the stitching I did this weekend, so I had a finish for Snow Globe. This is my Christmas ornament for February. It is part of Let's Talk Winter by Hands On Design. And I forgot to mention before, so this pattern is one of the ones that I won from a giveaway that Two Needles Pulling Thread was doing. They did a live stream for, I think it was like New Year's / like maybe a certain number of followers they had reached, but they're a lovely FlossTube channel. Check them out. And then also, so my progress now on Heart of Ukraine. I did really well this weekend, so I finished all the blue. I've got about a good half of the yellow, so I'm really pleased with what I was able to do this weekend, and I think it's very beautiful, so I'm very excited about it. So I hope you have a good rest of your week, and a happy birthday to me. Bye.